It's me, SoReal187, bringing you my view as another Black Ops 3 beast dominant, destroying these noobs gameplay as I always do. And I wanted to tell you, my viewers, about this time I saved a little girl's life. I know I've told a story before where I saved a co-worker's life. I meant to tell this story right along with it, but within the length of the gameplay there wasn't enough time, so I was going to make a separate video about it. I just never got around to doing it. Watch this. I don't spawn right away. I show you real good example not to spawn right away. Trip mine kill. Oh no, sorry. Triple kill. Trip mine. I love it. But back to what I was saying. So I'm going to tell you that story today within this gameplay about me saving a little girl's life, and the gameplay I made a long time ago telling you about the story about me saving a fellow co-worker. I deleted that gameplay because, like, I was back when I was raising my ratio and I was getting rid of old gameplays that wasn't to par with the ratios. So I'm going to eventually tell that story again, so you can look forward to hearing that story again. And so this is what happened. At this moment in time, I was working for J.C. Penney's. Sliding motherfucker. Damn, my dude coming with an RC car. I was working at J.C. Penney's, and me and my boss was heading out. We both was getting off at the same time that day, and I was walking him out to his car first. Before I was parked at a different entrance, and all of a sudden, we right in front of the entrance to JCPenney, this old man had his van parked up right in front of the entrance, and he was, I guess, taking care of his grandkids, which was two little girls, very little girls, you know, able to run around, stuff like that. I think maybe a little, like 9, 8 years old. And one of them got away from him. I guess she was being a little hyper, or doing a little misbehaving, and she didn't see the trouble she was causing. He went to chasing it. She went running around in a parking lot. My boss just looked, sneered, and pretty much like a laugh, smiling about it. And the old guy literally fell down in the middle of the park, right on the road of the parking lot. And I asked him if he was okay, and I didn't want that girl to come. She went and run around. She went running down one of the aisles of the park, where the cars parked, and I could just see one of them cars backing up and hitting her. So I told him, I asked him if he was okay real quick, and I went running after her. And sure enough, just as I got to her, car was backing up. And the only reason why the car stopped is because I got right in front, grabbed her, and I popped the back of the trunk of the car, and that person slammed on her brakes. If I didn't get to her in time, there was no doubt that little girl would have been ran over. So I picked her up, and she laid her head on my shoulder, started crying. And I was talking to her, trying to tell her it's okay, you're not in trouble. I'm pretty sure your grandpa ain't gonna be mad at me. I mean, mad at you. He's gonna be mostly happy that you're okay. You need to stay with your grandpa. He ain't able to run after you. And so she sort of stopped crying. I got her to the car, asked if he was okay. He done got up by then. He's waiting at the van, and so I put her in the child seat in the van, and she looked at me and said thank you, and the old man shook my hand and said thank you. I looked at him and said that was a close one. That was a car that was about to back up into her. He pretty much looked at me and told me, said that's pretty much probably the last time he's gonna take them anywhere. Especially both of them. And I walked back to my boss, and I seen him. He with a big smile on his face. And you know, I thought, you know, he was, you know, proud of what I done or happy what I done. And he goes and tells me if it was him, he wouldn't have done the damn thing. Shit, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't sleep at night, let alone I wouldn't be able to sleep at night seeing something like that happen that close to me. A little 8-year-old girl dying from getting backed over by a car. Let alone I couldn't sleep at night knowing that I was that close and I could have done something about it. So I don't know what was wrong with him. He did end up, his demeanor and his attitude forced me to pretty much quit that job. He started off being cool for working for, but he then became an asshole. He didn't work there long afterwards. He got fired because I talked to his bosses and shit. I didn't do it deliberately to get him fired, but I was trying to get my unemployment and shit. And they was refusing me to give me my employment because I walked out on the job. But there's no way I was going to continue to work for that dude. He was even starting to get on to me for days that I did not show up for work on my day off. I came in one day and he was bitching about where was I, and I look at the calendar, dude. My day off. That's where I was on my day off. And even after I proved it was my day off, it was. Motherfuckers trying to come up behind me. Watch this, watch this. Oh, too many. I better run. Yeah. The motherfuckers thought they was gonna come and get me at the end. Yeah, look at that. 50-4. Shit. As bad as good as I am at this game, these fucking noobs are gonna wish someone would come and save them from me. Cause I'm the card that's constantly running these noobs over, dominating them on this game. And these jealous loser haters also gonna wish someone would come and save them from their inferiority to me, because I'm always gonna be superior. Now that's so real.